And welcome inside Delaware Live Sports. I'm Nick Alessandrine, and I'm joined along my broadcast partner, Pat Garianis, and we are here at the complex at Grail Sports. And Pat, we get to see some great basketball in July this year as we got a summer league, our first time doing the summer league, and the introductory summer league for the Grail Sports here in Wilmington, Delaware. Some great teams going to be here all summer long, and Pat, we get underway here Tuesday, July 6th.
Absolutely, and what a complex, right? What a job they've done over here, Nick. You obviously did a tremendous job with your interview with Gene Deladon. If you want to get a chance to listen in on that, go check it out on our YouTube page. But, tremendous opportunity here to watch some high-ability high school basketball. Delaware meeting the Philadelphia area. You know, it's just something that we're not used to really seeing a whole lot of in terms of within the limitations of high school sports. A lot of times you only see this in AAU, but I couldn't be more excited about this.
Yeah, we're about set to get underway. Again, Gene Deladon funded the Grail Sports here complex back in 2018. In just 2 years, Pat alluded to what it's turned into. Such a beautiful facility, and obviously the home-to-team final here as well. So a lot going on. But, Pat, let's dive right into it here as we're about half 30 seconds away from getting tip-off underway. But our first team is Salesianum. Pat, 9-3 last season. They had a Final Four appearance and just a game away from that championship, and we get a chance to see them up close and personal here in July.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good opportunity to see a young Salesianum team here and see what they can build off of. And, obviously they got a big-time transfer in James Johns Jr. coming in. We're not going to see him tonight, but nonetheless, it's a really impressive group.
Absolutely. Then we look at the visiting ImoTepe Charter School there from Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania. They're going to make the trip here down south to Wilmington to take on Sally's in our first matchup of the Summer League. And, Pat, our first chance to see ImoTepe 14-0 last year and looking at an undefeated record last winter. Yeah,
they're an extremely talented team. Obviously, there's, I believe, 5 different divisions up in Pennsylvania, and they're a really talented group up there, and we'll see what they can do. They're going to come down here with swagger. Philly kind of looks down at Delaware for sure.
So here we go, underway. Getting it started, it's going to be Muhammad, the point guard, up top for ImoTepe. Again, getting our Summer League underway here at Grail Sports. And, Pat, it's going to be 2 16-minute halves here with clock stoppage as the turnover early for Muhammad, and the Panthers give the ball to Sally's.
Yeah, look at, man-to-man defense from Salesianum. That's something they've prided themselves on, as many of our viewers have known over the last, couple of decades or so. Defense has been it. Offensively, they've really picked it up under Coach Taylor Trevisan since he took over a few years back. So this is a program that's got a really good checkered history. Obviously, Dante DiVincenzo brought them 2 state championships, and they're looking to carry into a new legacy down here.
Buffon's going to get the scoring started for Sally's. They take a 2-0 lead 45 seconds into our first Summer League game. Muhammad tried to answer back. He'll step back, elbow jumpers long off the rim, rebound up for grabs and into the hands of Hinton from Sally's.
Yeah, good job there. Again, good defense from Salesianum, and Buffon with a nice pull-up jumper as that one's drilled, Nick.
Hinton rebound, going to take it himself
Hinson
the other way, pull up and drain it. So Isaiah Hinson played for Sally's last year. Had a chance to check him out and getting more time, obviously, next year as he grows into Sally's program, but a big-time jumper there.
Yeah, he's a talented player. A nice form, too. Nice little lefty shooter. You get it done. He's a youngster.
Muhammad going to feed the block inside, and that's going to be an easy 2 for Anglin.
Great work by Anglin inside. Beautiful footwork. Nice drop step. Nice and easy off the glass. He can eat down there. He's got a height advantage over everybody on the floor.
5-2 here early. Grail Sports Summer League. Hinson wants another 3. This one off the top end of the backboard. Loose balls. Muhammad going to track it down for the Panthers.
Love that. Muhammad pushing in transition.
Yeah, floater no good, but there he is again on the glass is Anglin for a putback. And he's got ImoTepe's first 4 here. 5-4 lead Sally's.
Yeah, he's going to have the size advantage, as we said. And that was a good job by him. Sally's kind of losing track of him in transition there. Easy putback for him off the offensive rebound.
Here's the drive. Buffon will kick to the corner. Back up top now to Hinson.
That's a walk.
And he'll get called for the travel there, an extra step.
Nice idea. Just got a little too ahead of himself with the quickness there. That foot kind of slid, but this is what the Summer League's for, right? You're going to work on your game. You're probably going to take a little bit more risks than you would during your regular season. This is your chance to really work on your game and your skills.
That shot blocked, I believe, by Hinson. Now in transition, Buffon has his shot rejected from Taylor from behind. They're able to corral the offensive rebound, though, so 13-25, 5-4 lead Sally's. They'll reset up top.
See, ImoTepe, really good athletic team here. Making good defense here from both teams, honestly, although there's a drive-by. What a job. And the finish right there.
There it is, and one. Altera,
yeah.
I believe, going to get that one to go off the glass. Nice job of hanging there in the lane. And now he'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play as he steps to the free throw line.
Well, that's the risk you run when you come up and play that close to defenses. You're vulnerable to the blow-by. And these are two teams that are unfamiliar with each other. So, you know, perhaps you think you got a quickness advantage on somebody, but you're not used to their game. You could see that on both ends tonight.
7-4 early lead Salesianum inside 13 minutes in our first half here at the Grail Sports Summer League. This is going to be a pull-up three, and it's nothing but net.
Taylor.
That time for Taylor, his first bucket of the game. And that'll tie things up here at 7.
It's a good-looking shot off the pick and pop. Tying this one up. ImoTepe, they came to play as we expected.
Has some subs getting ready to check in. Sally's wanted to give and go there. Good defense by the Panthers. Nice. Bounce pass inside, you said it, on the money. It's going to lead to an open three, and knocks it down as Altera, his second bucket. Give him 5.
He's in great position right there. Nice swing, and Altera was sitting there ready, locked and loaded for the 3 ball. Nice work, good find there by Salesianum.
10-7 trying to loft it inside, and good defense
Altera
underneath. I believe, like you mentioned, Pat, Altera, now Sally's back on the run. Pull up, Buffon wants 3 off the front end of the rim, and that's going to be out of play. And that'll go to ImoTepe.
Checking into the game, number 5.
That'll be Reagan's. Will come in for Taylor, who had an eventful first run that time, knocked down a triple. Mike Lang, our producer today, and he's on the microphone.
PA man.
PA Mike
PA
today.
producer, he's a little bit of everything tonight, man. Dual threat.
Muhammad spin move in the lane, elevates, shot a little bit long off the back end of the rim.
It's a good look, though, from Muhammad. It was a contested look, but he elevated and got a clean look over the defender, just back rimmed it.
Now
good defense by Buffon.
Yeah, Buffon also been the primary ball handler here in this opening minutes for Sally's. Altera's going to get it up with the right hand, a little bit long off the glass, able to corral his own rebound. Kick it out, that's going to be an open 3, another one short. But Altera once more on the offensive glass.
He's working, Nick. I mean, he's just out working everybody on the floor right now.
O'Hara, nice pass to the corner. Hinson's 3 is off the mark. And here come the Panthers the other way.
Not a bad look by Salesianum, getting a second chance opportunity. Nice open corner 3.
So ImoTepe making the trip with 7 athletes here today. Good hands that time by Sally's, but back up into the grasp of the Panthers. Leads to a 3 for Reagan's. It's long and into the hands of Buffon.
Look at this. In transition, challenging the shot blocker. Not much doing there. I mean, that length is there. Look at this. Nice look. Nice backdoor cut.
O'Hara.
And 1, Nick.
Gets it to go. Count the basket and the foul.
Keegan. Number 3.
Excuse me, Keegan.
He did a great job. The defender kind of got a little bit sleepy there, lost track of him. Keegan sneaks right in there, backdoor. It's a beautiful find for the and 1 layup. Nice job finishing through contact.
10:31 remaining in our first half. 3-point play is complete for Keegan. 13-7 lead now for Sally's. That's a 6-0 run for the Sows here in the last minute and a half.
It's been good defense from Salesianum. A little bit of sloppiness right here by ImoTepe.
And that one into the hands. Out of the hands of Reagan, so the turnover there on the backcourt. And now a sub for Salesianum here. We'll get our first look at,
I believe that is
Sankowitz.
Yep.
Again, Salesianum without Mullen, without James Johns Jr. I'm sure you'll see them at some point here in the Summer League. Altera trying to track this one out. Good defense by the Panthers, able to clear it. So now it's going to be Hinson, and he's looked good with the ball in his hands as well.
Yeah, I've been impressed. You know, you could just tell, just because he's a youngster, he's got confidence with the basketball. He's got his team in control. There's a 3 ball, it's a little bit off. Hasn't knocked down a lot of these outside shots, but he's setting the offense up and creating as well.
That's going to lead to a 3 from ImoTepe. That time it was number 20. We don't have a number 20 on the roster. Now the other way is Hinson takes some contact on the elbow jumper. And now here they come the other way. Muhammad leading the break in transition. He's going to get in the paint, looking for somewhere to go with it, and good defense by Hinson. Tries to throw it off Reagans, and somehow ends up in the hands of Buffon and the Sal's.
Really good hands there by Salesianum. I mean, they shut that penetration down, and now they got numbers.
Altera going to step into a 3. That's up and short off the front end of the rim. Anglin, another rebound. He's been dominating the glass for the Panthers so far.
I mean, as he should. He's got, like I said, the height advantage. He's doing a great job of boxing out as well. Setting his team up, limiting Salesianum to only 1 shot a lot of times.
Reagan's going to try a deep 3 of his own. That's NBA range off the left side of the rim, and Altera has it, and he's not going to slow down.
That's good
coast
push.
To coast for Altera, and the spin at the English off the glass gets it to go.
Little kiss off the glass. Shout out to Bill Raftery. I've been impressed with him so far in this one, Nick.
Yes, he has. So there you have it. We're going to have clock stoppage here at 8:39, 15-7. Sally's on top of visiting ImoTepe. We'll stay right here, Pat. And again, our first look at both of these teams. Sally's a team that we know a little bit better than ImoTepe, who's making the trip down from Philly. But what have you seen out of Salesianum so far in this one?
Energy, man. I think everybody on the floor right now is playing with energy for Salesianum. You know, obviously they got a few guys missing, and that's going to happen in the summer. You got family vacations, you got travel AAU basketball going. I mean, you got a little bit of everything going on. So, I've been impressed with this group. Even if this isn't going to be the starting lineup, you can see this is the benefit, or I should say, like it's the outcome of a program that's being built over there under Coach Taylor Trevison. These guys play with energy and effort, no matter who the heck it is on the floor, and confidence, which is key.
Yeah, 9-3 last year, a trip to the Final Four, and what a game it was. They played against Smyrna last season. Mike Lang, our producer, was
Now Mutz is coming in for Salesianum, number 1. Saw him a little bit in the pregame. Young man can elevate.
Has some bunnies on. We'll see if he gets to show that off here at the Grail Sports Complex. Back underway, first half, 15-7. Sally's in front here, 8:28 remaining. As here's a drive from Anglin, kick to the corner, leads to a Muhammad 3. It's long. Ball's now loose, and ImoTepe able to corral the second chance opportunity. Muhammad hop step in the lane, has him stripped and out of bounds. It'll stay down this end.
Good hands right there by Hinson.
So Muhammad, he's set to inbound. As he'll launch it back up top to Anglin. Again, 15-7. Here's the drive. Floater in the lane is long. In time, it was Moses off the mark.
ImoTepe's getting shots, just unable to put them in. I don't know if it's just a little bit of, this is a unique gym setup, so there's some depth perception issues that could come into play, especially for teams in the first half of a game. They've never been here. A lot of us grew up in this gym.
Absolutely.
These guys did not.
So it's Altera, top of the key now. He's been very effective for Sally's in this opening half. He'll put it on the floor once more. This time the defense from behind. I believe that was Moses who got a hand on it, and he'll head back to the free throw line after taking some contact.
Altera, you can see that he's got an extremely quick first step. He's got a lot of confidence in his handle, and he's able to get to the rim. And I get the energy's there, man. And I've been extremely impressed with him. He's kind of your cut from the cloth Salesianum player.
And again, head coach Taylor Trevison in the house for this one, sitting down from us just a little bit. As both free throws are good, so 2 for 2 from the line for Altera. He's got 9 in the first half so far. 17-7 lead now at the largest of the ball game, double digits for the Sal's.
Yeah, this Salesianum group, like I said, the energy's been there, and it's going to be a little nickel dimer down on the block.
Yeah, I believe that's going to go against Sankowitz for Sally's. And Pat, this is the first broadcast that we've done since the retirement of Mark Zumoff. I feel like we have to address that at some point.
Yeah, we'll get some zooisms worked in here for sure.
That three wanted glass, but just off the mark, and now leaping it up to head is Altera down there. He had some positioning up to the elbow jumper for Sankowitz, and he knocks it down for his first bucket of the ball game.
Yeah, really good job. Good touch for the big fella out there. To be able to extend out that far is going to really help the Salesianum group.
Here's Muhammad again, gets in the lane. He's been doing that well, just unable to finish when he gets there. That time lost it underneath.
Yeah, Mutt's good job with the hands.
Pull up for Buffon is short off the mark, and it'll go back to Imhotep. Now another sub here as Giles will check in. And again, Pat, one half of our doubleheader here at the Grail Sports Complex today. Following at 8:30, we'll have Howard and Archbishop Carroll. So 2 phenomenal games as we open up our summer league this season. Here's Anglin, puts it on the floor, takes some contact, so he'll shoot 2 free throws. I believe they'll get Hidson on the foul. So a long drought without a field goal here for the Panthers as we get to the 6-minute mark of our first half. First free throw is up and good for Anglin, so that'll stop the Sally's run. It was 7-7, and then a 12-0 Sally's run, 19-8. But 2 free throws go for Anglin. So another sub here is Kennedy will check into the ball game. Muhammad will take his first seat. So 19-9, lead back to double digits for the Sals. And you know, pad number 12 for Sally's, you've been saying Altera, and that's obviously O'Hara. We've had a chance to check out for a few times up close last season. So again, that one's on us. Sometimes the penmanship gets confused. Up ahead now to Anglin, who gets it to go off the glass.
Yeah, thanks to Kevin Mullen on Twitter, sending at the end. It's much appreciated.
Again, Anglin, he's got 8 in the first half. 8 of there it is, 8 of the 11 as they fix the scoreboard for us. Hop step inside for Mutz, and he walked with it, so ball back to the Panthers. But O'Hara, who we know was a big-time shooter for the Sals last season, knocked down some big shots in some big games, was, again, deadly from beyond the arc. We're seeing him ball on the floor here tonight and get to the basket.
Yeah, he's been extremely impressive. There's been no doubt about that.
19-11 as we approach the 5-minute mark. Drive from Kennedy inside, took some contact, and he'll head to the free throw line now as that shot just rolls out.
It's a good drive. Got the contact there. And see if they can pay it off at the free throw line. Been a struggle for ImoTepe offensively in this game, so any chance you could get to get some freebies, you try and take advantage of them.
First one's up and good for Kennedy. His first point of the ball game, and second one won't go. So 19-12 now, as Hinson will walk it up. Sankowitz going to put it baseline. Now it's Hinson with Kennedy right on him. Spin move inside, shots up, almost got it to fall. Second chance won't go for Hinson. But there's Sankowitz for the third opportunity.
It's good work inside by the big fella, just couldn't get that one to fall. But again, the energy's there for Salesianum right now. ImoTepe has to try and step up to that challenge right now.
So Black will check in for Salesianum. He'll be number 11. 4:45, 19-12 is ImoTepe set to make another sub here shortly. Anglin top of the key. He'll get inside, try to go off the glass. Won't get it. Second chance opportunity goes.
Good work.
And 2 more for number 23.
Yeah, the big fella. Great work by him. Stuck with it. Used his body there to create some space. Knocked layup down. Might have been a walk.
Here's Black now back over to Mutz. Or excuse me, that was Williams who checked in for Salesianum. And now we have a whistle up top of the perimeter. And we have a sub as Muhammad will check back in. Moses will take a seat for the Panthers.
Yeah, Buffon did a good job on the pump fake right there. Got the defender up in the air, dribbled into him, created the contact. It's a heads-up play. Anytime you get that defender off their feet, you can take advantage of them.
Buffon kick to the corner. Sankovic going to step into a deep 2 off the mark. Now a battle for the rebound underneath is won by the Panthers. Now it's Muhammad back over to Anglin. He's been their primary scorer here in half number 1. Goes baseline, and he'll get hit on the arm again. So more free throws coming up for 23 in red.
It's a good take, and again, the height advantage comes into play a little bit there. Sally's able to get him on the arm, put him on a free throw line.
So 3:45 remaining in half number 1. Sally's and the ImoTepe kicking off the Grail Sports Summer League here at the complex. More subs. Reagans will check back in for ImoTepe. Hinson will get back in for the Sals, as well as Keegan. Again, 8 unanswered. It was Sally's that went on the 12-0 run earlier in the half. Now ImoTepe putting together an 8-0 run, 9-0 run here now for the Panthers.
Yeah, got themselves right back into this ball game. I mean, for a while it was all Salesianum, and they've got themselves to the free throw line, and that's allowed them to get back into this. Extremely impressive.
Again, Anglin, he's got 12 of the 16 for ImoTepe here in our first half. As you talked about, the advantage he's had inside. Hinson now looking for somewhere to go. Nice baseline cut, but won't be able to get there, and that's stolen by Reagan. Now he'll lead the break, but just lost the handle.
It's a tough one right there.
So Buffon will pull it away now. 19-16 lead for the Sals. You heard it, 9-0 run for the Panthers. Sally's looking for a bucket to end that drought. That one's going to be a 3. It's up no good, I believe, for Keegan, and that'll bounce off the top of the backboard. And now another sub here is
Will Keegan.
Stewart will check back in for the Panthers here. Again, 19-16 under the 3-minute mark. And that's going to be a pull-up jumper from the baseline that time for Anglin. And he continues to be on fire here in our opening half.
He's getting in the rhythm now.
Dribble, kick to the corner. That's going to be a 3. It's up and off the mark for Black. And now here come the Panthers trying to improve upon this 11-0 run. Stewart, one more. Muhammad wants 3. That one's long. Rebound to Black. So, Pat, 19-18, 2.5 minutes remaining in our opening half, and ImoTepe putting together a nice run to close out the half.
Yeah, really nice run by ImoTepe. They're starting to get adjusted here. Got themselves to the foul line a few times as that one's off. Salesianum's also kind of got cold from the field.
Now Stewart trying to take it coast to coast. Count it, and the foul.
How about this? How about this turn of events, Nick?
And that'll be the first lead of the ball game for the Panthers. They lead 20-19. Again, that a 13-0 run and counting with a free throw on the way. And set to back to check in is Taylor. The free throw no good. Rebound to the Sounds. That's a... Now here's a drive, finger roll, just in and out. Can't buy a bucket right now as O'Hara couldn't get that one to go. Under 2 minutes now. ImoTepe, here's the drive from Kennedy, and he gets it to go off the glass, and now ImoTepe starting to feel it a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
they're in the rhythm, Nick. I mean, they're in the rhythm. They weathered the storm by Sally's. They're able to get into the lane right now, get some easy layups, not to mention hit free throws. And now look at this in transition off the steal.
There's Muhammad, and he gets his first bucket to go that time, and a timeout on the floor with a minute and a half to play, 24-19. And, Pat, it is...now a 17-0 run for ImoTepe here as they were trailing 19-7. They now lead 24-19. And we asked you earlier what you saw from Sally's when they were up front. What have you seen from the Panthers here as of late?
Yeah, they picked the energy up. They're able to get themselves some easy baskets, right? Been able to get to the rim. They've been able to finish at the rim. and also get themselves to the free throw line. They've kind of adjusted to the energy coming from Salesianum, and they've also benefited from Sally's missing a few shots here and kind of going cold over the last couple of minutes. But nonetheless, it's a game of runs, Nick. You know that. It's only a 5-point game right now. I think this is a good timeout by Salesianum to try and stop the bleeding, so to speak.
Again, both of these teams missing some guys here. ImoTepe making the trip with 7. Sally's just off the top of our heads. We know we're missing Justin Rowland and James Johns Jr. Again, a summer league. I'm sure you'll see everyone at some point here. A lot of great games all summer long, and again, all getting started here tonight on Delaware Live Sports. Again, a special thanks to the Grail Sports Complex, Dylan Miller, Gene Deladon for having us here.
Absolutely.
And here we go, 1:17 now, a 5-point lead for the Panthers.
Sally's had that backdoor cut, couldn't quite get there. And ImoTepe picking up the pressure. You know, they've made the adjustments. They're starting to figure out these Salesianum ball handlers and how to defend them.
O'Hara stops on a dime over to Miller. Now it's going to be Buffon for a 3. And again, shots aren't falling for the Souths. But look at O'Hara fighting for the offensive rebound.
Man. He's doing a tremendous job working right now. Look at that blocked.
Keegan shot blocked by Reagans. Now back to Sally's who get it back. Reagans have about 2 for the price of $1. And now he's going to be able to finish it off on the other end. And what a sequence of events that time for Reagans.
Hey, ImoTepe doing a great job contesting jump shots. They're starting to time stuff up right now. And now it's going to be Salesianum's job to make the counter adjustments. These guys are adjusting the way they're defending you.
Henson due for a 3. Won't go that time. Muhammad Skies for the rebound. And now here they go in transition. Anglin got hit there. No foul. Good defense by Sally's. And now Henson quickly the other way. 26-19. 15 seconds to play with here for the Souths.
Henson's got to make something happen.
Tried to go through the legs, lost it. Now it's a loose ball. We're going to have a tie-up underneath. And they're going to get Henson for a walk. So 5 seconds left on the clock here in half number 1. And the last shot going to belong to the Panthers.
Yeah, Henson kind of got caught right there. His team kind of got stuck standing around looking for him to do something. Guys got to keep running that offense in these kind of situations. And you can see ImoTepe. I don't know what's going on here. Looks like 5 seconds on the clock. So ball was never inbounded. So that's a little bit of the, we'll see what happens now.
So it's going to be Moses to inbound again. 5 seconds to work with for the Panthers. They lead 26-19. We'll see what they go with. Inbound to Stewart. 4 seconds for him. Up ahead, tried to get it to Taylor.
But a little too fast for their own good right there. 5 seconds, is a long time to get that ball up and they get a good shot, especially against phantom pressure from Salesianum. Got a little too sped up right there by ImoTepe.
So now O'Hara has it for the Souths. 3, 2, 1. Going to let it go at the buzzer off the glass, but won't fall. And that'll bring us to our break at the half.
3-minute halftime.
3-minute halftime, 26-19. ImoTepe leads Sally's. We'll be right back with second half action right here on Delaware Live Sports.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Soto Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. Hi, I'm
And welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports at the complex here at Grail Sports. Summer League underway, beginning tonight. Our first matchup of the entire Summer League. Salesianum taking on visiting ImoTepe from Philadelphia. And Pat, an eventful first half, and it took a little while, but these two teams really got after it.
They really did. And ImoTepe really adjusted to Salesianum. A lot of young guys out here for Sally's, and like I said, teams not familiar. Sally's came out and hit them with a 1-2 to start the round off, but ImoTepe adjusted, particularly defensively, and they were able to take the lead into the break. See what Sally's does in terms of counter adjustments.
Sally's leading scorer was Brett O'Hara as Hinson lines up a three, and he gets it to go, his first since early in the first half, and that's a big one for him.
Yeah, that was tremendous job on the knockdown.
So that'll end that long run that began for the Panthers as that Taylor shot off the mark from three. Again, it was a 22-7 lead for Sally's, and ImoTepe came roaring back with a huge run as they wound down that first half, and now looking at a 4-point lead here as we begin our second half. Again, 26-22. Now it'll be O'Hara cross court to Williams. Trying to bounce it to O'Hara on the cut, and he instead found a Panther. Now a hot pass to Ahmed in transition, too strong off the glass. The putback attempt won't go. There's Taylor, third chance, no, and somehow gets a fourth chance. Nice pass, and the fifth time's a charm for ImoTepe.
Salesianum getting kind of tired there in transition, and no one came back. No one came down to box out, and right now ImoTepe is just eating down low. They're able to get what they want right now offensively. Perhaps fatigue settling in, not sure.
Yeah, but you said it, Pat, owning the paint.
Quick hands yet again, quick hands.
Another steal for the Panthers.
Oh,
nice pass to a cutting Taylor, but again couldn't get it to fall, but the putback right there was Anglin. He had 14 in that first half and was the leading scorer overall.
Yeah, Anglin is he's rim running right now, and nobody from Salesianum can get a body on him.
O'Hara has some room. He's a shooter. That one, though, off the mark. 30-22 now, largest lead of the ball game for ImoTepe. Moses will put it on the floor. Dish it back out and ends up in the hands of Taylor. Good ball movement. It'll lead to a Muhammad three, and that's long. Off the mark, slapped away from by O'Hara underneath. It'll stay down this end with the Panthers.
Trying to do a little bit of digging here on this ImoTepe team. Malcolm Muhammad is, I believe, the lone returner on this team that was on their varsity roster last year. He'll be a junior point guard. I believe that was Thomas Jankowicz checking in for Salesianum, Nick.
As that shot from Childs is long. Now here come the Sal's. Buffon back up top to Hinson. Has the lone bucket of the second half of the Sal's. Puts it on the floor. Floats it up with the left hand. That one was halfway down, but lost it as it was unable to go down for the Sal's, out of play, and we'll head to ImoTepe. Another sub here as Kennedy, Moses will take a seat.
That was a good aggressive take there. Just the length of ImoTepe kind of affected that shot. Went in and out, couldn't hit. Here's Williams on the steal.
Let's see if he can finish it. Take some contact, and that will count the basket. He wants a foul also, but he'll get the bucket to go after the goaltend call. So 13:04, 30-24 now, 6-point lead for the Panthers.
You know, it's kind of shocking. That ImoTepe team from last year that went 14-0, not one senior. Just looked it up.
How about that?
Underclassmen. Yet only one on the floor right now, and he's handling the ball.
Yeah, again, it's going to be interesting to see the roster. It's going to be quite different, it seems, every week here at the Summer League, as you alluded to earlier, Pat, with all the different things going on.
Look at that
step up and under. How about that for Childs? And again, back to the largest lead of the ball game for the Panthers, 32-24, 12.5 to go.
Salesianum needs to try and find some offense right now. They've really struggled the last 8 minutes of gameplay. No one's really been able to get in there. You see another miscommunication. Starion Williams looking for Jankowicz. A little miscommunication going on right now.
Yeah, good drive that time. Pass, just again, you said it. Miscommunication, ball out of bounds to ImoTepe. Stewart going to take it baseline. He's been explosive. Nice pass inside, but ball stolen away from Williams. Crossover, beats the defender. Bounce pass to O'Hara, but that's blocked from Stewart. Ooh. But instead, he'll head to the free throw line for two. Got a body on him, and foul go against Stewart.
Good look by Williams. O'Hara went up strong, got the contact, goes to the line. Brett O'Hara, going to be a senior this year. But I said I was extremely impressed with him in the first, 10 minutes or so of this ball game. We'll see if he can adjust here in the second half. He was the one that was stepping up for them offensively to start this game off. And it seemed like ImoTepe kind of adjusted how they were, taking him defensively, and he's been kind of quiet since. We'll see what he can do. Cuts the lead down to 6.
32-26. Here's the returner, Muhammad. Had been great at getting into the paint. Just having a tough time finishing. Now they get it to Taylor. He's got some space. Got caught up in the air. Shot won't fall. Good defense underneath by the Sal's.
Yeah, again, Salesianum, that almost worked out for them, but I like to see them work some offense a little bit. I know that Summer League, that's asking a lot of these guys, but
now O'Hara, nice Euro step inside, easy off the glass. You mentioned he's going to have to be the spark plug for the Sally's team, and he's got the last 4 points for them.
Yeah, he was able to get out in transition. That's something that we saw him do a little bit in the first half, and down to a 4-point game.
Taylor, spin move inside, fadeaway jumper. The Dirk Nowitzki off of one leg on the baseline and got that one to go. Tough shot and a good bucket that time for Taylor, his first of the second half.
That was a really nice job. Really, really nice look right there by Taylor. His team needed a bucket. It was a few in a row there from Salesianum, and that's a big-time bucket to try and preserve a little bit of a cushion here.
34-28, under 11 minutes to play in our second half. Again, 2 16-minute halves of the Summer League this year at the Grail Sports Complex. Again, it was all Sally's early, and it's been all ImoTepe since the end of that first half. Dribble handoff, Taylor to Stewart, kicks one more to the corner. Muhammad wants an open three. It's long. He's been long on a few of those deep ball attempts here in the second half.
Yeah, I think the depth perception is kind of throwing him off. Again, balcony on this side of the floor they're at now, and then you had a drop back of not only a deep drop back over here on the other side of the floor, but you got people up there working out. John Noonan getting some workout in with some youngsters that can throw you off.
That time it was Anglin who dominated the first half for the Panthers when he was on the floor, taking it inside there, draws the foul. So he'll head to the free throw line. He had 14 in the first half. He's got 2 so far, so give him 16. And again, the leading scorer here in this opening Summer League game.
Yeah, he's been really, really good.
And you mentioned it, Pat, again, all underclassmen. as the first free throw is up and good. Second free throw is on the way, so 2 for 2, continuing his good performance tonight is Anglin.
Been extremely impressed with him.
And this has kind of been the mark, Pat. ImoTep's built this 8-point lead, and this has been the mark that they haven't been able to get past Sally's and ImoTep. And how about the drive and finish that time from Williams, able to get inside. He's going to be exciting to watch.
I think that was Mutz.
Or, excuse me, Mutz.
Yeah, it was. Really good finish.
Finds a cutting Kennedy, and then ball stolen away. Here come the Sals again. Looking for somewhere to go on the Hopstead, and he'll take some hard contact. That was O'Hara, Quinn O'Hara,
yep.
Who had it in transition, stopped on a dime there down by the block, and took the contact. A little, Trae Young there, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, you take what the defense gives you, right? You take what the defense gives you. It's a headsy play right there by the youngster.
So he'll be the one inbounded here again, 36-30.
Nice position here by Jankowicz. What a job. What nice footwork right there. Bill Walton would be so proud with the sky hook.
Bill Walton. Got a lot of big Bill Walton fan. 36-32, and just like that, Mike, it's a 4-point game, 9:33, and Sal's getting back into this one. Again, it's been a game of runs, Pat, as you talk about, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Muhammad looking for somewhere to go. Maybe
count.
got away
There
with
it
a
is,
double
5-second count. Quinn O'Hara was right up in there. I don't think Muhammad knew that was going on.
Yeah. And you hear the crowd in here. If you're ImoTep coming down, a little bit of a Sally's crowd here at home in the Summer League. You hear that. And a timeout, Panthers, as Coach Andre Noble wants to talk a little bit of it over. And again, 36-32, 9:21 remaining, Pat. And again, been an exciting start to the second half as well.
It has. Things have kind of 30-second timeout there, but no, you're starting to see these teams kind of settle back in and things start to even back out. Both teams have made some really nice plays, right? It's Summer League. You're not going to see a whole lot of structured run offense. You're not going to see a whole lot of game planning on the defensive end. These teams don't know each other. You're just out here playing basketball right now and working on your game. I've been impressed with both teams and their competitiveness in this one, and that's really what it's all about in these leagues, is finding out who can compete and who's going to fill in certain roles throughout the year. I think both head coaches should be happy with what they've seen.
Again, Andre Noble, he is the head coach. He is here for the ImoTep Panthers.
You see Taylor Treverson also here,
yep,
and Rod Turner over there, Coach Turner as well from Salesianum.
And then, Pat, again, both teams set to take the floor, 9:21, 36-32 remaining here in the second half. A 4-point lead for the Panthers. Again, Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garanis, Mike Lang, and Nick Holliday going to be with you all summer long for some phenomenal matchups. And Quinn O'Hara going to get things started here for the Sows.
Oh, what a move by Hines. Or, I'm sorry, Mutz.
And Mutz has looked good here for the Sows when he's had the ball in his hands. He'll earn himself 2 free throws and a chance to dig a little bit deeper into this Panther lead, which at one point, again, was at 8.
It was a real pretty spin move in the lane. Was able to keep the body control. Can't hit the free throw, but good body control to take the contact and still put the ball up on there. Just a little bit too hard on the off the glass that time, but Mutz is an athlete, man. That's one thing we're seeing here.
Taylor and Reagans will check back in for ImoTep. Second free throw is no good, so 0 for 2 from the line for Mutz, but stolen right back by Brett O'Hara, but he was on the line, so out of bounds. But a heads-up play from number 12.
Another sub coming in.
More subs. It'll be Kennedy coming back in as Reagans, who was checked in for a second.
Just Muhammad.
Not going to waste any time, Pat. Again, he's been great at getting into the lane. It's the finishing that's been eluding him. And now it's Mutz again. He gets in the paint off the glass, just a little too strong, and another rebound for the big fella Anglin.
Anglin again cleaning the boards. Now Muhammad, here's the point guard, right? He's the junior leader on this group right now, setting the offense up. It's a good look.
Kennedy shot just a little long off the mark. A wrap up underneath. Rebound does find its way to the Sal's, and now here comes Quinn O'Hara trying to lead him in transition.
Goes to his brother.
Brett one
Nice.
more. And that's
Nice
a nice
find.
jump shot in the lane pad and a shot, I believe Jankowicz, you said a few times, and that's the second look he's had in the paint there.
He saw his defender Anglin converge on the drive. He stepped back, got himself a nice little 8-footer. You live with that if you're Salesianum. That's good work by the big guy.
Kennedy tried to elevate, couldn't get the shot to go. Now Sally has a chance to tie or take the lead. The three from the corner is off the mark for O'Hara.
Look at the hustle.
Rebound back to Brett O'Hara. Cross-court pass now to Keegan. He'll step in. Floater in the lane is long. Rebound to number 13, Taylor.
That's good hustle here by Salesianum. You're starting to see maybe a second burst of energy as they're trying to get back into this one.
Anglin fighting for position down low. That's going to be kicked by Mutz. So, Pat, here we go. 7-17, 36-34. Sally's cutting back into that lead, and now just a one-possession game. Again, and Pat, it was all Sally's for about the first 8 minutes. All ImoTepe for the last 6 of the first half. Now Sally's starting to put some runs together themselves. Here's Anglin, gets in, right-hand baby hook in the lane, won't go. Rebound, however, back to the Panthers. Second chances. Fouled that time was Kennedy, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Good work by Kennedy, fighting size disadvantage. Created a contact, goes to the line.
Again, Anglin, the big fella, number 23 for the Panthers, finished the first half with 14 points, just 2 so far here in the second half as the Kennedy free throw won't fall. You saw them trying to make him a focal point on that last possession, trying to feed the big fella inside.
Yeah, and you see Jankowicz has done a good job of just putting the body on him. You know, he's been in the game the last few minutes here, and that's where you started to see the adjustment a little bit. He can kind of match up size-wise, strength-wise, and it's really what Salesianum needs from the big fella in this matchup.
1 of 2 from the line for Kennedy. Extends his lead to 3, 37-34, still a one-possession game. Here's O'Hara, tries to get the floater to go off the glass, and he does. Beautiful drive and finish there.
Hey, good job by O'Hara. The glass is your friend, ladies and gents. I know it may not look cool, but it's your friend.
Yeah, just saying. Tim Duncan's a fan of the glass.
That's right.
And again, ball now back in the hands of Muhammad. He'll kick it one more time to Taylor. He's going to take a step back 3, and that one in and out. We've seen a few of those here tonight as Jankowicz takes a fall down the other end.
It's good. It's a good job by Taylor. It's the second step back we've seen from him, and he's got good balance on it. That one just couldn't fall.
So 37-36, just a one-point ball game as we approach the 6:30 mark. Jankowicz has it tipped out from behind. Kennedy lost his footing, and now it's a loose ball. Taylor's going to dive, corrals it. Now here we go, off and running is Childs, and the Panthers' layup is good. And again, just a hustle play there, and a loose ball turns into points for ImoTepe.
Good job by Childs. That's a really good finish. He crossed the court, used the rim as looks like O'Hara a little shook up. Brett will come in for his brother Quinn. But that was a really nice drive. Cross the lane, get the defender off balance so they can't elevate. Went up strong with the left hand.
And one of the better finishes we've seen here in our opening game. Stewart will check back in now as Muhammad will head to the sideline. Again, 6:02, 39-36 lead for ImoTepe.
Oh, what a move by O'Hara.
Going to lead to a Buffon 3, and again, just not falling are the shots from beyond the arc, and Kennedy had to almost get down, wasn't ready for the pass, but they're able to keep it alive here.
Smart play right here. Set the offense, get the floor spaced, and go to work.
Kennedy now has some space baseline, tries to quickly get it off, gets his own rebound and finishes. So got the shot off before Jankowicz could rotate over, but that shot was long, pretty much passed it to himself and then able to finish on the other end.
Starting to see some fatigue again coming from Salesianum. That's good offense, though. O'Hara able to get in the lane. Nice dish to Jankowicz for the bucket.
One possession game once more, 5:12 remaining here. Pat, we've got a good one to kick off our Grail Sports Summer League.
We do, and make sure you stick with us. It'll be a separate link, but after this one, you're going to have Archbishop John Carroll from Philadelphia area taking on the Howard Wildcats from right here in Wilmington. So that'll be game 2 of our doubleheader here today.
So here's Childs, has some space, and that's a nice play as he gets to the paint. An easy left-hand layup for the lefty Childs.
There's nice hesitation right there. That was the old hezzy, as they like.
He looks good, I'll tell you. Childs kind of letting the game come to him, but it has been recently. The Jankowitz baseline jumper won't go, and then a foul in the backcourt, I believe, by O'Hara. And now we'll get our first look here at Justin Hines.
Yep. And Mutz is good. I mean, Jankowitz has been out there battling hard for a little bit of time as Muhammad will come back in. He's going to grab Anglin.
So, Pat, 43-38, 4.5 minutes to go here. Opening game of the Grail Sports Summer League, and that pass just off the knee of Kennedy. So, turnover, and Sal's will get the ball back.
Sally's down 5, 4:19 to go. Got a good opportunity to trim into this a little bit. Who's going to be the guy?
Oh, nice entry pass, and the first shot was off too far under the rim. The second shot was rejected.
Williams got a really good look. That's a nice out-of-bounds play, Nick.
Again, just lost his positioning on the floor there, trying to bounce pass it down to Taylor. Good D, poked out from behind, and now here come the Sounds the other way.
It's Williams.
Kicks it to Hines. He's going to go baseline. I believe he took some contact. So whistle there.
Hines got good length, good quick first step. Obviously his brother Ethan has been a staple at Salesianum for the last 4 years.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe he can jump anything like his brother. They'll be in some good hands for sure. Trying to get it in. They do to Brett O'Hara. 43-38. Your score.
Space the floor out and see what they can do.
Spin move inside. Good defense,
nice
but a better pass underneath and a good finish. That time from Williams. Knew his positioning there, and he lays it in off the glass.
Yeah, O'Hara, really nice vision to find Williams. And like you said, a really good cut by Williams. That might have been a carry. There's the timeout by ImoTepe.
Anglin will check back in for the Panthers after the break. We'll stay right here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Pat, in this ball game, back and forth it's been. It started all Sally's, and then ImoTepe took over their run. Sally's trying to get back in it back of late, but a 43-40 ball game kept keeping everyone entertained throughout.
Yeah, these teams have figured each other out. You're starting to see them honestly play a little bit more honest defense. They're, starting to figure out certain players' strengths, certain players' weaknesses, and try and take advantage of them. What this is going to come down to in the last 3.5 minutes is conditioning, I feel like. I mean, it's hot in here, Nick. It's a hot night.
It is hot. It is hot in here for sure.
These guys have been playing very, very hard. It's going to see who's going to bring the most energy in these last 3.5 minutes. Obviously, these are young kids. Not to say that none of them are out of shape, but fatigue does kind of settle in, especially in these environments. These guys are playing all the time, so let's see who's going to have the energy here and who's going to have the extra burst to finish this one off.
And, Pat, you said it again, most of these guys are being active on the AAU circuit with some travel ball summer leagues going on that have already started, but maybe not everyone. So this could be the first live action maybe for some of these guys in some time. But either way, it took maybe a quick slow start, but these two teams got it together very quickly. And it's been a very eventful game here to open up the summer league. And 43-40, a one-possession game with 3.5 to play as we are back underway.
These are the opportunities that you have as a player to cement yourself to the coaches. Both of them are watching this. That's a great play by Hines. He was not reestablished when he touched it there, but it's a great opportunity for some of these guys that were not part of rotations or maybe not on a varsity team last year to really get noticed. Bring something to the table. Highlight your games. This is what you live for. As a youngster, you know what I mean?
We were reminiscing about our time here in this gym, and it looked nothing like it does now.
That's way nicer, man.
So nice here at the Grail Sports Complex. One possession game. They get it inside to Taylor on the high post. He'll kick it to the corner. It's a three for Muhammad, and there's what he's been looking for all game long. He knocks it down.
He did. Like you said, I mean, a little bit of depth perception was going on there. A little bit of adjustments. Finally made it, and that was a big time to hit.
You said it could be the bucket of the game. We'll see how it plays out. 46-40 now, a two-possession lead for ImoTepe. Pull-up jumper from the foul line's way off the mark. Hines battling underneath for the offensive rebound. He tries to get it to a cutting Williams, and then it's going to be stolen away by Stewart.
Great hustle there by ImoTepe to keep possession. I thought that was a turnover.
Giles, he has a good handle. We've seen that. Here he goes, gets in the paint, able to keep it for a second. Over to Anglin, one more to Stewart. He gets in the lane. Cops counted, and the foul off the glass. Another big bucket, and a chance for back-to-back three-point plays here for the Panthers as Stewart will step to the free throw line.
It was good strength there from Stewart. Took the contact, stayed on balance, and was able to put the shot up with a little bit of kiss off the glass, man.
Two
Impressive.
big shots for the Panthers in these back-to-back possessions as the free throw is good for Stewart. So it was a 43-40 in about 30 seconds. A 6-0 run for the Panthers extends this lead to 9, 49-40, 2 minutes, 19 seconds to play.
They've executed big three and then a three-point play. They've been locked in defensively. Talked about the last 3 minutes. It's going to have to be energy. ImoTepe's playing with it right now.
Here's Mutz. Took some contact from Taylor on the right side on the drive.
Really good aggressive take there by Mutz. His team needed a bucket. He went to the rack strong. Let's see if he can execute the foul shots, though.
Yeah, 0 for 2 on his last trip to the free throw line. And here's the first one for Mutz. And again, back end of the rim. That's where the first two were. So a little long on these free throws for Mutz. So 1 of 2 from the line that time for Mutz. 49-41, 2:07 remaining.
It'll be interesting to see if Salesianum throws any kind of pressure ImoTepe's way as we climb under 2 minutes to go. Not sure. Obviously, this is game one of a few in this league. Offensive foul, illegal screen on Anglin there, Nick.
Yeah, first one of the ball game that we've seen, and that'll put the ball back in the hands of the Sows. 49-41, and just under 2 minutes remaining here. 1:57 in our opening summer league contest between Salesianum and ImoTepe. And it's been a good one, as we've been talking about all game long. O'Hara will hand off to Buffon, and we'll see what the Sows draw up here offensively. He'll cross over, get in the paint, spin move inside. Almost had it, looking for a walk is ImoTepe, but good passing here are the Sows. Finish underneath, wouldn't go for Mutz.
It's tough there. Good defense by Taylor. Just stood straight up and forced the shot to go over the top. Couldn't be done. Mutz couldn't finish.
Brett O'Hara with being aggressive here defensively, as you talked about, Pat, and they'll get him for being a little bit too active there as Childs takes the foul. And now here comes a sub as Jankovic will come back in the ball game. Quinn O'Hara will take a seat.
I'll put him on a big fella, right? You want to make sure Anglin doesn't get any second chance buckets.
They've done a way better job in the second half against Anglin than in the first.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
This is going to come down to ImoTepe has to handle the pressure. It's going to come from Salesianum. So see timeout by ImoTepe.
Coach Noble wants to talk it over. Pat here, 49-41. You see the intensity, as you talked about a little bit earlier, increasing with the Sows here as the game's starting to wind down. An 8-point deficit for Salesianum, a minute 20 to go. What do you got to do if you're the Sows if you really want to get back in this one with a minute 20 to go?
I think you have to force turnovers. So right away you got to look for a trap, look for a deflection to get out in transition to get an easy basket. If you can't get a trap, I think we're getting down to a point where you got it dependent on the foul situation. Obviously, it's not up on the scoreboard. I know they're talking about it at the scores table, but can't really hear it. Maybe you go for a foul and hope for some missed free throws. But you got to go for a steal. You got to be more aggressive defensively than you have been.
Again, Anglin still your high scorer in the ball game. 14 in the first half. He's got 18 for the game, but just 4 in this entire second half. And again, you can attribute that to the Salesianum defense, most likely making that adjustment as he dominated the glass in that first half. Has been so much the case here in half number 2, but ImoTepe still doing a phenomenal job of getting into paint and getting some clean looks, and they've knocked down some shots in the second half.
They have.
So here we go, set to inbound. It'll be Muhammad here right in front of us. 1:21 to go. 8-point lead.
One timeout left for ImoTepe. So let's see. Sally's, like I said, you can see they're looking for the steal right away. There's the trap. Now I see maybe you get a foul. There it is.
Got it to Taylor, back to Muhammad. They'll get Mutz on the reach.
One more. That was the last foul to give for Salesianum.
So we'll see. 1:17 to go. We'll see maybe if they decide to foul.
Well, that might have been. Oh, no backcourt. It was lucky.
And Mutz will get called again here. So back-to-back fouls for him.
Yeah, that was it. I don't know if I'd have went for that foul. You had him coming up here for a trap. He's not going to stay in the backcourt because that's 8 seconds or 10 seconds. You could get the ball back. I don't know if I'd have went for that foul right there for Mutz. He was dribbling right into a trap. Nonetheless, let's see. Foul shots are going to finish this one off for ImoTepe if they can make them.
Stewart knocked down his last one. This one's long. Rebound is bounced around, and Brett O'Hara able to corral it. So
Sally's has to go.
Down 8. He's going to drive, put it on the floor, looking for somewhere to go. It's going to be a Buffon 3, top of the key, and again in and out, but Mutz is there for the rebound. Put back opportunity, no good, and then a rebound for Anglin underneath. And again, Pat, a couple missed shots in the paint for Salesianum.
It was a good look for Buffon for the 3, and it was a good opportunity for Mutz on the putback. Sal's just couldn't buy a bucket that possession.
Again, tough shooting night overall for Salesianum. Again, both teams, again, haven't seen, I guess we've seen a decent amount of threes fired up here tonight. Both teams struggling a little bit from outside, as expected here in our first game of the Summer League, but the front end won't go.
Sally's has to push. They have to push.
Williams stops his dribble, looking for somewhere to go. Now it's Mutz. He's going to go baseline. Kick back out to Williams. They're going to move it around. Buffon wants the shot, but O'Hara going to put it on the floor, and he's fouled. So 2 free throws coming up with 43 seconds stopped on the clock for Brett O'Hara.
Not a good sequence there from ImoTepe. Missed the foul shot, and you allow a drive. Now, sometimes they come off the clock, but you fouled a driver and are giving them Salesianum a chance to score points without the clock moving.
And the first free throw is up and good for O'Hara. Gives him his 5th point of the second half.
Let's see if Salesianum puts some pressure on after the make.
So 2 for 2 from the line, and we'll see here, and it looks like they will.
There's the pressure. They're going to bring in Will Keegan, put another guard on the floor, another quick guard on the floor.
So we'll see what they decide to do. Trap, foul. Set to inbound are the Panthers. Childs will be the one inbounding. They get it into Muhammad, and he's wrapped up in the backcourt. So that's a quick foul by Sally's.
It's a good foul by Buffon just because the defense wasn't set up for a trap right there. He was kind of behind him, and it looked like the help was coming from O'Hara from the middle of the floor. So they didn't have a good opportunity for a trap. You don't want to waste time in order for the trap to get there. You foul it, you hope for a miss here. Try to expand this game.
So that'll send Muhammad to the free throw line. And the first one is nothing but net clean form, and a nice shot that time by number 10, the returning junior, as you talked about earlier.
Yeah, Malcolm Muhammad. Missed that one.
So 7-point game, 46 seconds and ticking here for the Sal's, and they got to get a move on it. Buffon will drive, looking for somewhere to go as he's trapped in that corner. Back up top to Keegan. Time is wasting here as Keegan going to launch up a 3, in and out, rebound O'Hara. His putback won't fall. Ball just keeps bouncing around, and it somehow winds up in the hands of O'Hara. Again, contact there from Anglin, but no foul call. And ImoTepe looking like they're going to be able to hold on to this one.
Yeah, Anglin went straight up. That was a good contest.
And it looks like Sally's won't foul as they'll hold it here for the final 10 seconds.
What a job here by ImoTepe, Nick. I mean, to fall down in the way that they were down, 19-5, 19-6 in this game. They grasped control and ended up pulling out of here with the victory. It's a good character win for this young group.
50-43 is your final. ImoTepe makes the trip down to the Grail Sports Complex, gets the win over Salesianum in our introductory game of our Summer League 2021 season. Again, Nick Allison, Dream, Pat Garianis, Mike Lang, and Nick Halliday. And Pat, as we put the bow and ribbon here on this one. What did you see out of Salesianum, a team that you've had to see obviously up close these last few years?
Well, first of all, on the positive side, tremendous energy, and especially defensively, these guys competed. These guys really worked at it. They were able to get out and transition and, really compete against a very athletic ImoTepe team. And, on the downside, Salesianum just weren't able to create enough shots, enough opportunities, someone to score on their own. Obviously, in these summer leagues, that's where you're going to see a little bit of an advantage for teams who got guys that can create shots and finish. Salesianum, more of an organized basketball team, likes to, at least this group, is good with their offense. Getting an offense to generate shots off of that. This isn't the scenario for that kind of play.
And Brett O'Hara, he was the veteran that came out here on the floor for Sally's today.
Great.
He finishes with 15. Good game for Brett O'Hara.
Yeah, he looked really good, obviously, as a returning player for them. And he's going to be an important part for this team once we get to the regular season. We'll see how things go the rest of the way in the summer league.
Yeah, Pat ImoTepe looks good. They were led, of course, by Anglin. He finishes with 18, but a good guard play from the Panthers all evening, and that led to the victory. So 50-43, ImoTepe gets the win over Sally's. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, it's the second leg of our doubleheader here in the Summer League at Grail Sports. It's going to be Howard and Archbishop Carroll coming your way here in a few minutes, right here on Delaware Live Sports.
Woo! It's hot.